Welcome to RetroActive, guys. This is another series that we're setting up for the channel where basically it'll be me or JoJo, and what we do is we'll choose a specific anime that one of us will go through the entire series, the entire season I should say, and what we're going to try to do is maybe every couple episodes or every episode make a video based on what we saw in that episode, just to give our inner thoughts, and kind of not really like a review, but just really our inner thoughts and what we think is going to happen, that sort of stuff, predictions, that sort of thing. So I decided on choosing this anime, and I'm sure everybody's just jumped for joy and it's like, oh my god, yes! This is in fact Neo Genesis Evangelion. Now, this anime, man, I'm gonna tell you, I grew up in the time where this anime had already been done, finished. I was still a little kid, so I couldn't have comprehended this at the time. I grew up in the time of Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z. That was when they were in their height. That was the time I grew up and got into really watching anime shows, or back then I would have thought they were cartoons because, you know, of how young I was. And this type of anime at the time when I was young, I would look at it and think, oh, this must be for the older people, like people who are like, you know, teenagers. I was a kid, I was watching DBZ. That was what I thought I should have been watching. And this show, every single time I go to a con, every single time I check the internet, when I see a picture of it, I know immediately what it is. I never watched the show, but it had such a presence, cinema in general, that it's been given a distinct praise, sort of a god tier given to it. And that is kind of the main reason why I'm watching it. Yes, I kid you not, I have not seen a single episode nor the rebuilds of this series. I have no clue what this series is about. I've had a good idea, I've seen some couple of previews, so I have like a good, you know, just like what, you know, genre is and what was the basic understanding of it. But I never truly, you know, got into it. And the reason was because by the time I got to a teenager, this style, the way it looks, it turned me off from watching it because it looks super old. But finally, I buckled down. I was like, you know what? I'm going to watch it. And it came hand in hand, really, when we were launching this channel, Beyond the Anime, to, in fact, do this. And so I decided, I was thinking about it, how I was going to show this. Was I just going to watch it and then do a review? And I said, I'm sure a lot of people want to see a perspective of a person who's actually grown up. Because a lot of people who saw this, they were younger, who come to love this series. What about a person who's watching it now at this age, with all the different types of anime now currently out? What do I think about it now? Has it tainted a little bit due to, you know, all the other anime I've seen that are more, I guess I would say, upgraded in a way compared to this one? But at the time, this was considered revolutionary. But now, would I still consider it revolutionary? What about the story, etc.? So that's what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to try to do it every single episode I watch. I'm going to try to make a video for it and post it here. Hence the word retroactive. So this is episode 1, guys. This is Angel Attack. So I went into this really, I had an idea, I saw the animation style, and I thought that would turn me off. I really thought I was not going to watch this show at all. Just from what I saw, I was kind of turned off from it. I was really like, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be able to get through it. But somehow, it kept me interested. I don't know what it was, something about, you know, the charm of it and just the mysterious nature of it that wanted me to continue watching. And it had a nostalgia feel. Like, it kind of like was like a throwback to back in the day when I was a kid. So just a little understand what I've gotten from it. So there's this guy named Shinji. Let me talk a little bit about this dude. I don't like this dude, okay? I'm gonna tell you straight up. This dude, I can't stand his voice acting, but I can tolerate it, but his voice is annoying straight up. It was good, but it was wimpy, and it kind of was a turnoff for me, but I was able to tolerate it. Now, his father, on the hand, Gendo, I like this nigga, though. This nigga gets down to the business. He don't care about nothing. All he want to do is protect humanity, but pretty much, I got really, and please don't be offended by this at all, I got a sort of Attack on Titan vibe from this. I'm not saying that, oh, this is like Attack on Titan. No. Because if anything, Attack on Titan probably duplicated this sort of setup for this anime. But I got that sort of helplessness feel that it was like, oh, humanity got attacked by what's called angels. And they're like, I don't know what the hell they are. They're like bio type of aliens, from what I can tell. And pretty much, the whole storyline is pretty much humans are now trying to deflect these attacks, because if they don't, then there's this thing called the second incident, which I'll go more into as the episodes progress. They explain it more often, but it's kind of like a nuclear explosion. I'm guessing a huge explosion wiped out half of humanity, and so the rest of them are hanging on, and these huge angel-type creatures are coming from the sky, and they're, you know, trying to destroy everything in their path. That's the whole plot line. And then, of course, like any other good mecha anime, similar, you know, to fight them off, you have kids apparently who can pilot these things that we call EVA in the show, and they're under the organization of Nerve, and they basically pilot these things, Shinji being of course the first one, and he just pilots it. And the one thing I did like about it, I will say, is like the pacing of it. It was really nice. Granted, some of the things were kind of cheesy to me at first, but I have to say that it did end the episode on a high note. There wasn't a time in the anime where I was like, oh, can we just get over with this? Can we drag it on? It was actually interesting. It was like episode 1 was like right in the middle. It wasn't like, it didn't blow my socks off, but then again at the same time, it didn't like turn me off from it. It kept me interested in the story, and it made me want to watch the second episode, which, by the way, when I get to the second episode, when I do that video. But overall, what I could say about this anime so far, from my opinion, is it has this mysterious vibe about it. That it's like, oh, we're holding secrets, we're holding something back, and it's what's keeping me attentive to what's going on the screen and what I'm hearing, and to wanting me to watch the next episode. So that's pretty much what I think about the first episode. One thing that I want to point out real quick is that compared to this and the rebuilds, I was watching a couple videos about it and some differences, and a lot of people said that it was kind of like the soul really of the entire series was kind of torn out or hidden away in the rebuilds, because of course they were movies and they had to cut stuff and whatever. So a lot of people were like saying, watch the original, so that's why I'm watching the original. I do highly recommend it. This is hard to find if you can get your hands on watching it, but I did find it through a friend helping me out. I was able to, he let me borrow his DVD copy of it, so that's how I'm watching it. I'll be putting episode 2 out sometime in the near future. Hopefully I'll be able to do this at least at minimum weekly, and then at most maybe 2 episodes every week, 3 episodes, we'll see. But yeah, those are my thoughts for the first episode of Evangelion. If you have any questions, any comments you'd like to tell me about, please try to keep it spoiler clean. You can keep it in the comments below. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'll see you later. If you can leave a like, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next episode of RetroActive. Peace out, guys.